Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to read a story called Maple, and it is by Lori Nichols. And in this story, we're going to see a baby later. So this is called Maple. Maple loved her name. So Maple is the girl's name, but it's also the name of a tree called a maple tree. When she was still a whisper, her parents planted a tiny tree in her honor. And even though Flavia, Millie, Jane, Lena, Lily, and Constance were all good names, Maple was the perfect fit. Here you can see some maple leaves. And as Maple grew, so did her tree. Sometimes when Maple was noisy, which was a lot, her parents sent her outside to play. Her tree didn't mind if she was loud. Maple would sing to her tree and sway for her tree, and sometimes she even pretended to be a tree. Can you pretend to be a tree? On some days, when the wind was just right, Maple would simply lie under her tree and its leaves would just dance for her. Then, one day, Maple noticed her tree was bare. Maple was worried her tree might get cold. So why do you think the tree was changing? What season might it be? So Maple took off her jacket and gave it to the tree to stay warm. Sometimes Maple wished she had someone else to play with. The tree wasn't very good at throwing snowballs. She wondered if the tree felt the same way. Now what season might it be? So Maple introduced her tree to a friend. That friendship didn't last, but Maple and her tree still had each other. Through the winter and the spring. And now it's spring again, and her tree has leaves again. Then one day, something surprising happened. What is happening that Maple's looking at? Then something really surprising happened. So let's see. What do you notice in this picture? Something happened. Do you see her mom's belly? What do you think is going to happen? Maple became a big sister, and Maple tried to be a good big sister. So how do you think Maple could be a good big sister? How could she help the new baby? If the baby was cold, Maple gave the baby her hat and gloves. If the baby was lonely, Maple would share her special friends. But Maple couldn't always make the baby happy. And when the baby was noisy, which was a lot, Maple would take her outside to play. And then something magical happened. What do you notice here? Maple's tree danced for them both. And there was just enough room under the tree for Maple and her little sister, Willow. So now there's two trees. Here's the maple tree, and here's the willow tree. And they were both named after trees, Maple and Willow. The end. That was a nice story. So, does anyone have a baby brother or sister? And if you do, how do you help take care of them? And if you don't have a baby brother or sister, how would you help take care of them if you had one? Do you think of any ideas that you could help your baby brother or sister? And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.